Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nipa TV show. I'm your host, Nipa TV, and I'm going to go ahead and cast. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of links. Those are a lot of links. With the Telegat. It is a like I said, this is StarCraft Brood War, and it is going to be a TVZ versus 2 players, and I don't know their name. Blit. And the reason why I don't have the statistics panel pulled up is because there seem to be a lot of spectators, a lot of guys who like to watch. But yeah, this replay is between what's his name, Cryoc, and oh my god, what kind of name is that? All right, eOnzErG, sure, eOnzErG, yeah, Eon. I'll just call him Eon for short. I'm gonna take away this the statistics panel because of the amount of people in there, and yeah, the map. Crap, I don't know the map either. Man, I just sound unprofessional. We got a barracks being built outside of the main proxy barracks. That is cool to see for sure. But yeah. No idea who these two are. This was on Brood War Replays. Is it .com, .net? Not sure. But anyways, it's a Brood War Replay website, and this is one of the featured games. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see why it's featured. I'm sure we're in for a heck of a show. That'll be fun to see. Yeah, the barracks is being built, supply depot in the main base, and we do have a fast expand going down for eOnzErG. No spawning pool at all, so this marine being built out of this barracks is actually going to be pretty effective. That is definitely an understatement. We'll see if eOnzErG can defend against it. He is now getting his spawning pool. He is probably going to have to pull his drones for sure. So definitely a little cheeky. But there is the fact that Cryoc doesn't know where his opponent is, or maybe he does, because he is heading south immediately. So I believe he definitely knows where his opponent is, and we'll see what happens. He is pulling an SCV, building that bunker, so it is a bunker push with Marines. Drone is being pulled off. We have 2 more SCVs to help assist his brother in making that bunker, and yep, the drones are being pulled. Do we see spawning pool isn't even finished, and Marines are trying to kite out the drones, trying to see the health here. Health is pretty low, and both the Marines do die, and there is 1 Marine left. This bunker is complete. Marine is going to immediately chug it right into there, and as soon as that Marine gets in the bunker, the Zerg is in kind of an even more hairy situation than he already was. We have 6 lings being produced at this time. And not technically 6 total, but yeah, 3 lings, 3 sets of lings. This natural expansion, oh, he actually has more being produced as well out of these ones. And so eOnzErG is definitely going to have to sack this natural expansion. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, he is going to attack it immediately. No, he's actually going to attack the SCVs. Some of the Zerglings aren't really doing anything. I believe that was a glitch. Zerglings are going to try to focus the bunker. They do clean it up, and they do clean up the SCV, so not a very effective push, actually. A very nice defense from eOnzErG. He actually defends and keeps his hatchery, which is pretty nice, because he gets his economic lead that Zergs get naturally because of the pricing. And we are seeing an immediate counterattack from eOnzErG. Does see the barracks. Does not commit, though. Well, he's kind of hesitating for sure, and obviously there is that bunker there that will defend versus those Marines. I don't believe eOnzErG knows about it, but he probably is expecting it. And now a base for Cryoc is going down at this time. Zerglings at this time are just kind of containing, keeping the Terran in his base. We don't even see a gas for him yet. Cryoc is definitely just trying to survive after that for sure. We'll see what's going on. eOnzErG is going to get his extractor down, so he will be getting gas production relatively soon. And the barracks is a little over halfway, or not the barracks, the hatchery is almost done. And Cryoc is going to get a second barracks as well, so Yeah, like I said, you know, eOnzErG had a really nice defense versus that Terran Assault. And we will see what he does next. Definitely could take another base if he wanted to, but maybe not, because that would be risky. I'm not sure. Not really sure what to do. TVZ, from what I understand, a lot of lurker play for Zerg. So Zerglings and Hydralisks and lurkers are kind of the main composition. And then the Terran gets the, you know, basic bio ball with the medics and marines. The M&Ms, which are cool to see. He's getting Academy. Cryoc is getting an Academy, so he'll definitely be getting that STEM research for sure at some point. So that will be nice to see. So Marines are moving out to try to take care of these Zerglings that are on hold position. And it's going to force eOnzErG to kind of pull them away. We'll probably see a sunken colony right pretty soon at the Naturals. I've been seeing... oh, never mind. Well, at the... oh, yeah. Oh, we're seeing a third base go down. Sick. Okay, so third base is going down for eOnzErG. What I was saying before with the sunken colony, seems like Zergs always get at least one sunken colony at the natural versus Terran. It's just nice defense. We do have a pretty substantial Marine count, 2 medics to definitely challenge eOnzErG. We actually see Stim coming out, so Cryoc is definitely being aggressive, which is really fun to see. Oh, we see fire bats too. That is also... I've not seen fire bats in the entire time I've casted Brood War for the past like week or two. I've not seen fire bats once, so that's kind of cool to see. Fire bats are pretty dope. They're beefy boys for sure. Sunken colonies are going down. This is the reason why you get the sunken colonies for this. The large Zergling count to try to thwart, and a nice sandwich from eOnzErG actually cleans up this Bioforce with ease. That was really nice to see. Wow, that was a nice sandwich for sure. And Cryoc is gonna have to just stay on the defensive now. Pretty large Zergling force, so we'll see if eOnzErG decides to go in. It looks like he is going to commit, but the fire bats do a lot of damage with the Zerglings. So Eon smartly is going to move past everything and just go straight for the main. Try to do as much damage with these immense amount of Zerglings as he can. Fire bats are being pulled, same with the Marines, so we'll see. Stim also does get activated as well. The Zerglings are going for the main. We'll see how much damage they can do. SCVs are being forced to attack. Fire bats do pretty dang good, and the Zerglings do get caught. Oh well, there are actually more. The rest of the Zerglings are going for the natural, getting more SCV kills, and they're going to finally pull out. So that was nice to see. At the same time, eOnzErG is getting his third base nice and saturated, so he has that healthy economy. We have Mutalisks coming out too. I didn't even have time to see that he was getting a Spire, so Mutalisks are pretty good too. I don't think we're seeing any... We do see a Hydra Den being complete, so what is it? Zergling, Hydralisks, Lurkers, Mutas, that kind of composition. We'll see. We see 6 Mutalisks, which will do a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, there are quite a bit of missile turrets, but there is a blind spot right here, so if Eon can find that there blind spot, it will definitely benefit him in terms of harass. We have a 7th Mutalisk coming in to join his brothers, and we do see Glaive Worm Splash. Overlord is getting focused, and there is a stim going down for Cryoc to try to stop the Mutalisk. Not a single... There are 8 Mutalisks total, and I believe not a single one does die yet. One is... Yep, so one is pretty close. And the harass is pretty nice from eOnzErG, trying his best to deal as much damage as he can. And Cryoc is he's getting a pretty formidable ground Bioforce as well. We may see another push from him. We see +1, and we see the increased range for the Marines. And the muzzle turrets are going to keep focusing those Mutalisks, but Mutalisks are actually focusing down some of the medics, which is cool to see. SCV does get focused as well. Stim does go down. There is a comsat because the Terran isn't unable to see the high ground. And we'll see how many Mutalisks do die. Very nice focus from the Mutalisks. They're nice and clumped too, so they can't die as easily. Yeah, just kind of back and forth dancing for sure. We may even see a 4th base from eOnzErG as well. Getting that carapace, and we're getting some Hydralisks coming out and some lurkers as well. See a control tower for the Terran. So we'll probably see those science vessels with the irradiate, which are really nice versus Zerg opponents for sure. Again, Mutalisks are doing a bunch of damage, just kiting back and forth using that Glaive Worm splash. Quote, splash. It's really the ricochet, the bounce. Those are cool. And yes, we do see a science facility, so we will see those science vessels pretty decently. And interestingly enough, Cryoc is going to destroy his bunker. That was interesting, probably to promote more movement for his forces. Pretty decent bio force for Cryoc. Has 2 fire bats, and the Mutalisks are slightly out of position, but they're simply baiting the lurkers, which Cryoc does now see. And yeah, we do have a siege tank coming out, and I believe yep, siege research is being researched at this time. We do see the first science vessel being sent out as well. No irradiate research being done. Mutalisks are trying to focus the siege tank, and they get pretty dang close. 6 HP, and they will get it now. So Mutalisks kind of just dancing back and forth, trying to pick off key targets. Lurkers are being repositioned at Cryoc's potential 3rd base. They are not burning because there is no need at this time. Siege is complete for the siege tanks, and the Terran force is going to move out, but that is going to leave his base slightly exposed. He does have 3 missile turrets to try to defend. We'll see what ends up happening. Lurkers are moving out. They will be caught by those siege tanks and marines. They are forced to burrow. We'll see how much damage is done. Quite a bit. 3 marines die. And wow, 4 marines die pretty close. Mutalisks are, again, focusing the siege tanks and pulling out. Very smart. I do like this quite a bit. And lurkers are missing their shots, and they are able to get out now, but pretty sure they will die. Lurkers are focusing down the marines. Mutalisks are focusing down the siege tanks. These are key units to attack for sure. We still have more lurkers on the rise as well. We have a pretty decent Zerg force as well. This bioforce is looking pretty formidable, so Cryoc certainly is not out of this by any means. We have a spider mine research being researched as well, so we'll probably see some vulture harass run-bys. Those are cool to see. Again, the radiate does go down on the Mutalisks, and that is going to force the Mutalisks to have to pull back, and Cryoc is just going to continue to push in. Lurkers are going down. Looks like he doesn't have energy for comsat. Siege tank is complete. Going to try to focus the lurkers while they're out, and Mutalisks are focusing down the siege tanks. Siege tanks do die. That science vessel is a detector, so excuse me before. I forgot that, yeah, I keep forgetting that the science vessels are detectors, so comsat is not necessary usually. We do see a 4th base going down for eOnzErG. So if we could secure that, it'll definitely get more of an economic lead as well. We have vultures coming out. We got more factories as well. So we may see transition into mech, which will be fun to see. We do have we have a defiler that did get irradiated, and it is going to probably die pretty soon. But there is a dark cloud, which is a really nice dark cloud for those Zerglings. They are not able to be targeted in that cloud, I think. They're not, I think the Marines become basically melee, I believe. I haven't seen Dark Cloud that much, but I do know that Dark Cloud is very good, so. Evolve Plague, Defiler ability. I'm not sure what that ability is, actually, huh? Guess we'll see what happens. Yeah. So Cryoc is going to reposition, try to take out the outlier bases of eOnzErG. We see a lurker that is morphing as well, and good luck with that because the armor is pretty high for the cocoons. But he is going to chill. Some sunken colonies will provide a nice defense, and we do see a reposition from eOnzErG. Yes, some lurkers going down. Radiate does go down on one of the lurkers, but it doesn't matter. Science Vessel is detecting these. Oh, we see a dark cloud go down as well. So Cryoc is kind of a tough position for sure. Radiate does go down on that Defiler again. And will it die? I believe it will. It does die. See a third base being put down for Cryoc. So I'll definitely get more of an economy rolling, which will be nice. And the Mutalisks are flocking up to the north side. I try to pick up more key units. Marines do intercept them. There is a stem that does go down, and I believe one of those Mutalisks did die. Another one is about to die, but does get away due to the sheer speed of Mutalisks. And the Mutalisks are moving in. They're going to focus down the Comsat station. Marines are forced to stem in. The Zergling force and Lurker force is being moved out. We have vultures and spider mines. Lots of spider mines. We'll see if they do connect. We have a Comsat go down on the Lurker that is put down. Of course, it didn't really matter because of that science vessel. Zerglings are moving in, so this is not a good position. We see a reposition. We have to... Cryoc is going to try to reposition to get back to his natural. Zerglings are, you know, wreaking havoc, doing a lot of damage. Huge concentration of SCVs, and you could hear that little woozing sound. And that is going to be game 4 Cryoc. And that was a pretty cool game to see. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.